Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Getting geared up for my fall line. This is my pumpkin juice soap for my Harry Potter line. And this year I'm changing up some of the ingredients on it. So I've got pumpkin puree here. Start adding some of my lye to my frozen puree. You know, it's funny, I've had a lot of people going, oh, nobody's uploading videos, it's so dead, YouTube is dying. That's not true. This happens every summer. All of us soapers are, it's kind of like the downtime online. You know, sales dip online, but they pick up at the markets. So this is the time of year that all soapers are generally out at their farmers markets and doing festivals and things like that. So people don't really have time to put up videos during the summer. And it's just the way it works every year. So with the fall coming back in and people prepping, trust me, you're going to start seeing your old favorites coming back. And you know, people are going to start doing videos again because they're not going to be out at their events. And so, you'll see, you'll see. We finished up with ours. And, so we took a couple weeks off and have enjoyed just being lazy. And, you know, we've been running all over the place and playing tourist and vacationing and enjoying our time, because from this point on it just starts getting crazy. It's gonna, you know, we're not gonna see the light of day till January. So you gotta take your time off now. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Come on. Alright, well, this is going to take a while because it's all frozen. For those of you that watch my making channel, my Nature's Garden thing, I did a video recently of infusing oils. So this is my pomegranate oil being infused. So I'm going to be doing a pomegranate soap this year. This is my pumpkin seed oil being infused with the seed itself. See? So this is going to go in with this. So it's going to have pumpkin puree, pumpkin seed oil, and the powder itself, the pumpkin seed. It's going to be a powerhouse of a soap, along with its yummy scent, of course. No, I don't have a particular scent that I buy and use one note. It's a blend of 6 different oils that I use in my pumpkin juice. So it's a personal blend. And I've been doing this soap for, oh gosh, I honestly couldn't tell you. Long time. The first year we did it, it was when we were still selling on Etsy years and years ago. And it got featured on their front page and ended up going into a couple of different magazines, and so it's had a good turnout. It's been quite popular. And I get asked for it every year. I think, well, maybe I'll retire it this year, and then I get everybody bugging me for it again. It's like, well, okay. They're not done with it yet. Oops. Oh, that's a big old chunk. I let my lye sit out and it got a little humid. I'll have to make sure this is all broken down. I'll have to sieve it. I'll pile that on top of it and let the moisture eat away at it. Teach me to leave my lye sitting out when it's humid. We got monsoon rains all week, and so our normally dry climate is a little bit wetter than we're used to. There we go. Now it's starting to melt. There we go. Come on, you need to break up. Alright, well, I'm going to keep stirring and stirring and put this on either fast forward or I'll jump to when I'm making the soap. I got to get that live piece to break up. So, see you in a minute. Okay, so I got most of it to melt. I'm going to sieve it to see if there's any little chunks, which I know there are, left for me to deal with, because I know there's like one or two still bigger pieces of that lye still in there. So, just a little tip, if you end up getting a chunk of lye like that, you know, and you don't want to waste a whole batch, basically, you break up what you can of it, you sieve it like this, and if you have any leftover chunks, weigh them. Weigh them and see how much you're missing in your lye in grams, and then you can turn around and add it to the liquid again, so you're not going to be short on your lye. See, there's a couple of pieces right there. That's what I'm looking for. See, I got a couple of little chunks right there that I can pull out now, since they didn't dissolve like the rest. and go ahead and add the missing amount of lye. And we are good to go. Alright. So, let me grab my scaly whaley. Switch to grams. Alright, so 1 chunk, 2 chunk, 3 chunk. Alright, awesome. So it's not even a full gram. So I'm not going to worry about that. That's not going to be bad at all. But I wanted to show you. Okie dokie. I'm going to sieve back through one more time over here. I have a beautiful clean puree now, all ready to be soaked. In the sink. Let's get our last little bits out of here. Alright. So, I'm going to get my oils weighed up and we'll be right back. So, I've continued to let this cool and stay chilled in the fridge. Covered. So it's nice and cold. This is our lye and our pumpkin puree. I'm now going to add some of my homemade creme fraiche. This is basically heavy whipping cream and buttermilk. Okay? It gives a beautiful consistency to the soap that I just love. So I'm going to give it just a couple of nice dollops. There we go. And this is going to add a bit of super fatting extra to my soap and a little bit of extra water content. But since I discount my water really heavily, and a little bit of extra liquid like this is not going to hurt the recipe one little bit. But if you don't discount your water and you add, you need to do it when you're measuring your waters. Anyway, okay. So, last little dollop into the sink. Back to the fridge. And let's give this a stir. And because I'm adding this and I'm not heavily stirring it, it's not going to burn. Did you know that the more you mix your lye solution, the more you're activating it to heat up? So if you can get it to the right cool temperature, you can add in things like honey and milk without it burning. So right now I'm soaping really cool. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to stir that up too much. It's incorporated in. Let's see, just out of curiosity, I don't normally temp my liquids. I usually go by touch, and this is still nice and cool, but I know I'm going to get people asking. So, put it this way. This is the easiest way for me, how I deal with it. Our bodies run around 97 degrees, right? So if I could touch the side of a container and it's cooler than my hand, that means it's cooler than 97 degrees. Get it? See? Okay? Generally, I soap at body temperature or room temperature. So anywhere between 75 degrees, so this is really cool to my hand. So this is probably, yeah, this is running about 80, 85 degrees. And I don't have any problem with it at that temp. Okay, on to the next phase. Alright, we are ready to rock and roll. So, what I have going here, I have olive oil, coconut oil, organic cocoa butter, organic castor oil, and I have my pumpkin seed oil. I'm now going to add in some of my clays, a couple of tablespoons. I'm going to give that a whiz. And now we're going to add in our pumpkin and creme fraiche lye solution. Just give this a little hand stir. There we go. Look at that beautiful color. And that's because I'm keeping it very cool. But it won't really matter that much. It's going to darken on me either way because of the scent blend I'm going to be adding to it. The difference with this kind of pumpkin is I've created a more buttery, creamy pumpkin than what's commonly out there. It does have some of the cinnamon and nutmeg and allspice scent to it, but it's minimal. It's a very buttery, creamy fragrance, like I was saying. Beautiful. Now I am going to separate out just a little bit of this, and I'm going to add some yellow to it that I'm not going to add fragrance to, just so I can have a nice swirl of that buttery, creamy color throughout the soap as it darkens. So, let me give this one little zip just to make sure we're at basic emulsification stage. Look at those beautiful chunks of pumpkin. Even after sieving it, you can see little pieces of flesh. That's wonderful. I love it. Alright. I'm going to pour off about a pound's worth. Put in some of my yellow oxide. It's not a bright yellow. It's more of a dark yellow. So I need a little bit of brighter color to add. Of the brighter yellow. Come out. Just to see if I can get to that stage I want. Almost. And normally I like to put this in a bit of glycerin or oil before I add it, but I'm not doing a lot, so I should be okay. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That light creamy pumpkin soup kind of color. Fabulous. Set that aside. Bring this over. And let's add our fragrance. Oh, that's just the best scent in the world this time of year, isn't it? We're all dying from summer, aching for fall to come in. It's just starting to get cooler outside. Okay. I am not going to make this thick. I want to be able to pour some of that other bit through it. So we're just doing that. Get my soap in. Now keep just a little back for drizzle. We're going to go up high with this one. There we go. Alright, I'm going to let this set up a little bit, and I'm going to use that last little bit of drizzle on the top with some gold mica. So we'll be back in a few minutes once it's set up. Okay, we are set up perfectly now. I'm going to take the last little bits of soap I have left in here and create some little effects. Ba-dum-bum. Okay. And let's get our 24 karat gold mica. I do love using my blush brush for micas, but every once in a while they release a few of their little hairs, and that can be annoying. I see you. Looks like it's time for a new blush brush. The rest of it looks okay. Alright. I'll do another video later when it's time to cut.